Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is the start of a series of videos about my favorite discontinued perfumes. I know that often perfumes like ranges, they get loads of different flankers, but sometimes those flankers can be awesome as well as like the main hero fragrance. So I want to go through each brand and sort of say which were my favorite ones that are no longer available. If any of these are still available, I will try and find them and link them below. But yeah, I think in this series, these are all discontinued ones that you can't really find anymore. If you are new here, then hello and welcome. I have reviewed all the new Givenchy perfumes here on YouTube and on my blog, links below. And I do have a series of other videos on discontinued perfumes recently, so I'll leave them linked below as well. And if you're a regular viewer, do make sure you're subscribed and give the video a thumbs up. That really helps me. And of course, check out my website where you can order my fragrances and my soy wax super concentrated candles. I am a huge Givenchy perfume fan. I find that their perfumes are really good quality and last well. If you're a regular here, you'll know that the Irresistible Givenchy that came out a few years ago is one of my top 5 perfumes that I wear all the time, and it lasts really well even though it's not super heavy. And I've had a few other perfumes over the years that I've loved and worn to death from Givenchy. So the first one I'm going to start off with is in their Ange et Demon range. Now this range still has the original, which is a heavy vanilla, kind of like Dior Addict, and Le Secret, which is much lighter and fresher. I do like that one. But they used to make one called Ange et Demon Le Secret Elixir. Now I'll give you the story of this perfume and me. I love Disney World and I love Epcot in Florida, where you go around all the different countries they have there around the lake. And I was with my friends, I mean, this was over 10 years ago. We go into Paris, you know, into France world, and they have a whole like perfume shops, obviously France famous for perfumes. And I saw this there and I knew about the original Le Secret, but I'd never seen this purple elixir version. So I immediately went and tried it. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Anyway, we carry on the day, carry on walking around Epcot, and all the time I'm getting the smell, constantly getting the smell, guessing the smell. So I ended up going back and buying it because it was just so pretty, addictive, and amazing like sillage. It was just, I couldn't stop smelling it on me, and I'd only done one spray. I get back to the UK and I see that it isn't sold here, and I've never been able to get a bottle since, and it's massively discontinued. So it kind of had a lot of similar vibes to Ange et Demon Le Secret, which you can get now. And then it was a very refreshing floral with this almost ozanic, ethereal, otherworldly quality to it. It's really hard to describe. It had jasmine, frangipani, and African orange flower. Now, those are notes that are in a lot of perfumes I like. Like I love frangipani. African orange flower is like Elisar, but it had that same sparkling quality. It had a tea note in there as well with lemon. But there was something about this fragrance. It was just feminine, but it just lasted on you, and it smelled like, it literally smelled like it was from another world. I'd never smelt anything like it. That's probably the one that I'm most sad about that's discontinued from Givenchy. I think if you, I don't know if I want to leave the link. I think if you go back, one of my very first videos, like 2016, is on that perfume. That's when I still had it. And I'm such a neat freak. Like if something's used up, I want to throw it away. I don't like keeping clutter. And I'm only in like a 1-bed flat here in London. So I threw away the bottle, and now I really regret throwing it away because you probably could have still got some smell from it. And now that I have my own perfumes, I could have tried to recreate it. I think the airiness of it is kind of in Aphrodite, my perfume that's coming out soon. So the second one, and this is actually another one where there is a video of me reviewing it. I think the video is right after I had meningitis. So I lost so much weight there, like all my muscles shrank, and I look really thin in that video, and it's really old. They're really awful old videos, so I don't know if I want to leave the link. This one is Givenchy Very Irresistible Le Intense. So they still make Very Irresistible, which comes in this long pink bottle. This one came out when I was working in a perfume shop, and I actually went on the Givenchy training about it. And it had Liv Tyler, the daughter of the Aerosmith guy, as the face of the fragrance. And it kind of had this edgy purple marketing, you know, sort of a bit of rock and roll. And I like all the Very Irresistible fragrances. They're all kind of fun, girly. This one was just a bit stronger and a bit more interesting. The main note was plum, and then you have rose and patchouli. So it was kind of a bit like my Empress perfume in that it had a rose heart, patchouli base, and a fruity top note. And that's obviously a combination that I really like. And again, I found the quality, the lasting was really good. I'd spray it and the next day, you know, my clothes still smelt of it. And I went through that really fast. And now reviewing perfumes and doing perfumes is my job. I wish, again, I had kept it or stocked up on it. Didn't occur to me at the time. And yeah, that's massively discontinued. If you do like the Very Irresistible fragrances, I really find it likely that they will be discontinued by Givenchy. I know they had one called Live Irresistible, like delicious. And that was like a sweet caramel cherry. That was quite good. That's gone. And one called Blossom Crush, which was really pretty peony apple. I wouldn't be surprised if all of the Live Irresistible, Very Irresistible, the tall long ones will go soon because it doesn't really fit into their brand. Now they're all about l'interdit, and they've got the Very Irresistible, which is like the pink girly one. So I think they'll all go. So I'll find where they still are and leave them linked down below. But if you like them, I think they'll be gone soon, even though most of them are already gone. Another one, which is a bit of a guilty pleasure actually, and again, I discovered this when I was working in a perfume shop, was the Givenchy Play perfumes. Now this was at the time when the iPhone had just been out a few years, like everyone had an iPod or iPhone, and the bottle is so tacky. It's like something that you'd see from Paco Rabanne, so it's kind of like a phone or something. It was plastic and it even had like a fake play button on it. I hated the packaging, but the smell I really liked, and it was kind of like the Very Irresistible one. So they had Play for Her and they had Play for Her Intense. One was pink and one was purple. And I used to wear them, like in the shop I would spray them depending on my mood, or in the summer I'd go for the pink one, winter the dark purple one. The pink one had Chiari Flower in, which I love, like bronze goddess vibe. Orchid, sweet pea, a lot of perfumes I like. It's like a mixture of Euphoria, Miss Jewel Blooming Bouquet. It was really nice, fun, a little bit sweet, girly, again, lasted really well. And then the Intense one was warmer. It had more tonka bean in, a bit more like the Very Irresistible Le Intense. And I just find them really fun, though I hated the bottle. I think the bottle was so lame. So there was another range which I think is totally gone as well. And I went on the training for this, and this was the Dahlia Davin range. And I'm really surprised this is gone because I thought the packaging was nice, you know, the smell was nice, marketing was nice. It obviously didn't work for them. And these were like a jasmine, white floral, so something very popular. And the original had a Mirabelle plum top note. There was a bit of patchouli in the base, bit of rose. It was really pretty, really classy. I have no idea why these got discontinued. It wasn't as strong as some of the other ones, but it was really feminine and classy, like really pretty gift. Remember there was one called Le Nectar, and the top had all like gold sparkles in it. I love that top. And then they also had this range called Dahlia Noir. This was like iris, kind of a bit La Vie Belle vibes. Again, I'm so surprised that didn't do well. And then all of their more recent fragrances, I think my favorite from the Givenchy range, l'interdit range, they keep on bringing out limited editions, and I think it was the second they did couture, and then they did one just called limited edition, like edition Millissime. And this one was really orangey. It was orange blossom, and then it had the signature tuberose neroli of l'interdit, and then it had a bitter orange top note, and it was really refreshing but sharp, orangey. I love orange blossom. Really classy. I wish they'd make a permanent edition in the line that's all orange blossom. Having said that, the Eau de Toilette is like that now. They just reformulated the Eau de Toilette to make it all about the orange blossom, but I would like that in an Eau de Parfum like this was. So I did really like that. You can probably find that on the Insta. I'll see if I can find it for you guys. But that was my favorite of the l'interdit perfumes because it wasn't so much with the slightly soapiness that is in some of them. But yeah, I really miss the Ange Demon one, the Very Irresistible Intense one. They were so good. Such a shame. But I still do love like the Givenchy Irresistible ones. Obsessed with, I think I'm on like my 4th bottle, and I use the hair mist. And the l'interdit fragrances I think are doing very well. They're very classy. But let me know guys what your favorite Givenchy perfume has been that's been discontinued, or what's your current favorite. Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what brand you want me to do a video on next around their best discontinued perfumes. But that's it guys, so thanks so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.